Some people get high, some people pray. Well, alright, okay. Some people get lost and some find their way. I die, stop, yeah. Some people get high, some people pray. I die, stop, yeah. Some people get lost and some find their way.
Okay, I can introduce. Sorry, J bro. Gotta figure out this thing.
Papa told me don't play with guns, and Mama told me don't have too much fun. If I see the police, then I might run. I'ma call my friends before 911. If the clock hits 11 and it's after dark, you might take a trip to heaven in a big black car. And you can meet a tweaker at the Metro Park.
So on one end, over here, it works on Twitch. It also works over here.
Some people get high, some people pray. Well, alright.
Sorry, if you're coming in and you're confused on what's going on, I'm figuring some stuff out. How are you feeling today? I'm feeling good. How are you feeling? I'm figuring out how to multi-stream.
Everybody knows the moon landing was fake and Park's still alive.
Viewers may experience stuff like. Well, I'm trying to figure this out. So honestly, if you want, you could just hang around. I'm just trying to figure this out because I'm doing this here and doing it on stream at the same, the Twitch at the same time. So it's just like I'm doing this. I'm trying to figure out this, and I'm just like, let's see. Stream status is poor. How do I upgrade that? How do I make that better? How do I make that better? Moderation helps everyone feel safe. I already have moderators, but not here, I suppose.
Some people get high, some people pray. Well, alright. Okay.
Okay, well, what about?
Some
Oh,
people
yes,
get lost and some find their way. I die. Stop, yeah. Some people get high, some people pray. I die. Stop,
very
yeah.
confused, but I can figure this out.
Lost and some find their way.
So first off, let me. Maybe there's something I can do. There's something I can do while I figure all of this out. Perhaps let's stop Obed. Fun fact, one of my favorite artists. And he and I are friends. Not like close friends or anything like that, but he's a pretty cool guy. I'm gonna go to one of his concerts one day. Let's see. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do here. So we can double stream now. We're gonna be doing this live. Well, I mean, unless I feel like doing something. I mean, I'm sure we can play a game or something like that, and then we'll just have it there. But this is like a new thing for me, and now it just says the stream status is poor. So I'm just like, yo. And I typically don't even like stream on this day. I gotta fix so much. Like I have to put the stream schedule on YouTube because I wanted to match with the stuff that I have for Twitch. But I realized that there were people that were here that enjoy my content and my shorts and like, you know, all that good stuff. They enjoy it. But they get the episodes that happen after stream. So being able to allow them to come together through two communities. If they don't want to mesh communities and they just like YouTube, that's fine. If they just like Twitch, that's fine. But uh, I can do the best of both worlds. Um, and I also had to sit there and I thought about it because like I was doing lives on Twitch, and I was like trying my best to like not get aggravated with it because there's nothing wrong with it. I love Twitch. But somebody reported something because I was playing Dispatch, like if you know what that game is, and trying to figure out like what's going on and how to fix it and all that. Basically, he reported me just because there was another thing that he was trying to do, which I kind of don't like, and it's like a shout out, and it's like different. It's not like I'm shouting somebody's out, like, oh, I say somebody's name and all of a sudden, like, everything else is cool. That's not the case here. The case here is the fact that, like, if you're going to do that, you kind of, I don't believe shout outs work. People can come by, but it's their choice to essentially stay once they get like, oh yeah, this guy, okay. But if they don't like my content and they don't stay, then I can't be like, oh my god, like, you know what I'm saying, it didn't work. I can't keep just asking. No, like I gotta, some people are gonna like my stuff, some people aren't gonna like my stuff, and that's completely fine. So it's just like, and yeah, you said stream froze. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do it. So maybe it's just bitrate, or perhaps it is just something different that I just do not understand yet. But I don't know. I don't know. I have to figure this portion out. So here's what we're gonna do for right now. Here's what I'm gonna do. Um, tell you what. Tell you what. We're gonna watch something silly. We're gonna watch something silly that I've watched as of recently. From an event from one of the creators that gave me an opportunity to be on their platform, and it was pretty fun. So we're gonna. I'm just gonna have this there while I'm also figuring some stuff out, so you guys can watch it. It is pretty long. Or do I want to do? Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? Or yo, hi, Erica, and Kavinci. I am I'm mastering the multi-stream and figuring this out. So I'm now doing it on YouTube as well. But I didn't really have anything planned because it's Friday and I typically don't do it unless I already had something planned. But I could just yap the whole time. I mean, I told myself that I'd actually start being myself and allowing myself to talk and not kind of stop myself. I could do that. But also while trying to figure this out and do this over here's what I'm gonna do for right now. Let's do this. Let's do this and then let's put you over here and then you do that. Boom. And then I kind of I'm messing this up because now let me do that and then this needs to go over here and then this, no, that's multi-stream. That's how I learned how to do that. That's, I gotta fix that eventually. Where's the video I literally just put down? Oh, it's that. Okay. I'm gonna have this right here. Just big old this and everything like that. Okay. Ooh. I didn't know that was there. Oh, I have no copyrights on this channel. Twitch likes me. Oh my god. Okay, so here's what I can do. Here's what I can do. So, oh, this is telling. I'm gonna need another monitor. I just gonna need another monitor too. Like this is gonna, because how am I gonna make sure? That's another thing I need to figure out. So I have to figure out. Yo, you need to have two chats on at the same time, but I also need to have my OBS up at the same time. So I need to have you, and I can put my OBS over. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see how I want to do this. How I want to do this. How I want to do this because one stream is going well. One stream, Twitch is going well. Twitch, they doing well, but on the YouTube side, that'd be buffering a little bit. It'd be buffering a little bit and all that other stuff. I could tell you guys stories. I could probably do that. Life stories or experience, maybe yap about. Okay, that's fine with me. That's fine with me. I can definitely yap about something like that. Okay. You can definitely do that. And I can also tell that it's like lagging. This is an interesting experience. It's an interesting experience. Let me see what happens. Okay, so what if I reload YouTube, right? If I reload YouTube and do this, right? So let me do this, right? Right, right. Let me do this. Boom. Do this over here. Put you right here, and then we don't have to worry about the content and everything right there. So, okay, so it's a little bit laggy. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok at this all three at the same time would be insane. I ain't gonna lie. And the only way TikTok is gonna work is if it's on my phone. And I have to keep doing it through that. But then even then that's another thing I have to think about. Because I saw that my friend Bennett made their TikTok stream look like it was a little Game Boy while the people were watching, right? And I kind of learned how to stream on TikTok, and I do have TikTok Studio installed on my computer because it'll be a lot easier and just so, like it's not too hard to apply for and get it. Most of the time you'll get accepted anyway. But I realized that not only me but another creator of mine, or not even creator, some of the people that I did play the Yap Yap game, um, Zal wasn't there, but J Bro was there, and they've been randomly been like getting strikes with Twitch on live. I just happened to a very particular case with another person, but they also been getting strikes for no reason at all. So like I'm like, dang, I had never got a strike on my account before. That's kind of crazy. So now I'm just like, okay, I might have to stick with the studio version, and if I stick with the studio version, then I have to figure out how to make it look cool for them as well. How to make it look cool for them. Like I don't know, I don't know. You know what? Like here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do here too, because let me, ooh, let me hear. Because that's going like, it says over here, it's going up to 12 minutes, 60 frames per second. I could change, I could change the bit rate. If I change the bit rate, probably it will look better for the rest of everyone else. So, I don't know. Maybe I should just tell stories. I should just tell stories as I've like currently try to figure this out and everything like that. Let me tell some stories to the good old internet and be the yapper that I'm technically wanting to be. But also, it's not even a want to do it and everything like that. And then, as you can clearly see, the whole setup, it's not even on. It is not even on, not at all. Like I don't have my little lights on back here. Like I got it orange and stuff like that, little sunset action going on and everything. Don't ask me why. I just did it. And then this is not even at the correct like lighting for real, because it's supposed to kind of look like this because it's easier. You know what I'm saying? And then I gotta connect the camera and make that look good and all that good stuff too. It's just a whole big ass learning experience. That's basically all I can really say. I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But what kind of story can I tell you? What kind of story should I tell everyone here and stuff like that? It it's a sad chat on YouTube. Hey, well, listen, this is my first time here, and it's been a while since I've actually streamed to YouTube. You know how long? Actually, you wanna know? So, how long it's been, Mr. T, that I streamed on YouTube has been basically an entire year, and before that, it was in the end of 2023. It was the end of 2023, and I was streaming The Last of Us 2 on my PlayStation 4. I was doing that because, let me see. I was doing that. You said how long? Basically a year. Um Something like that. Uh it was like towards the end. Let me see. Blah blah blah. No, 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 no. It was probably last. It was probably last. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. So basically, what had happened was, I met someone, and in meeting them, I basically had some goals I wanted to do with social media, and they believed in me. So basically, we ended up formulating this plan to change up everything I had, my content, and like really, really get into this. Like, really get into this. So I had to start. I had to stop being scared, but it took me literally like at least a month before I even started streaming again. And it was on a PlayStation 4 with the little, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but there was a little camera that came with it. And I was streaming on that thing. Now, granted, I don't know how well the quality is for YouTube right now. I have no idea. Okay, so I don't know because I'm still learning, and this is like a new thing for me. But I probably have to check it out and see some settings and everything. Um, well, tip, don't feel pressure to take things at your own pace. Oh yeah, you ain't have to tell me that. You don't have to tell me. I One thing about me, bro, I got my pace, and I'm gonna be doing it at my own pace, at my own little wavelength that I got. Because man, I'm telling you, this thing is it's been a journey. It's been a journey, and full of learning and all sorts of things that I can't even explain. And I'm very grateful for it, honestly. I'm very grateful because like um the I had like one accomplishment that I wanted to do. I wanted to go and basically stream and make it to 100 by the end of the year, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. And the platform was Twitch because I said I wanted to be able to take this serious, and I want to see what I can do with it. I know that this kind of stuff can get people a lot of money. I know if like I put my heart and soul into the things I like, I can basically get whatever I want. It it's like you can call it arrogant if you want to, but it's like always what I wanted to do. Like I can do it. Like I know I can do it. And even though like I had like things and people in the past that prevented me from doing said things and other things that don't, you know, align with that, I've always figured it out. I always figured out how to get myself out of trouble. I always figured out how to unstuck myself. I've always figured out how to gain a following. And even on that PlayStation 4, I was still getting moderate like views. Like I would go and play my little scary games that I would find on the PlayStation Store that was like free. Some of them I would pay for, and some of them it would just be people recommending things or even my own friends recommending me playing things. So it was like it's not like I wasn't able to do it, but I was always like scared to kind of go at it at an angle that prevents me from just being safe. And it's was interesting. But that person I was talking about before, they believed in me a lot. And it was weird because it's not like I don't have people that that do believe in me or anything like that. But it just because it was because of who that person was to me at that time, like it felt like a different feeling. This was like the first time that I had somebody at the time that was doing the same thing I was doing or at least wanting to do. So it was cool. I was like, all right. So next thing you know, I grinded out, and on TikTok, I finally stopped playing. I talked about the three things I like to do. Or technically four. I talked about food and the combinations of food that you can probably mix together and stuff like that. I talked about video games and events that's happening in the video game world. I've talked about psychology and things that help you grow as a person and just being positive for that matter. And lastly, horror games, which something that I have control over. Like I can play this game and I'm purposely throwing myself into a horror scenario, but I control it. It's not like something that the world just throws at me and I have to survive and figure it all out. You know what I'm saying? they was about to hit me with an ad. Oh my god, I didn't realize I was just looking at this thing for like the longest time. That's crazy. Go back. Go back. I mean, go back. You know what? Let's do a different one. Let's do a different one. Let's see. Let's see. This one over here looks like it's like the contrail that goes behind Chase in Dispatch when he runs. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, or if you played Dispatch or have seen people play Dispatch and everything. Crazy thing. I'm just yapping here on Twitch. Let me just change this to just talking, just chatting, and then yeah, let's do that, and then let's just yapping. Let's do that. Not yapping, yapping. Boom. Okay, so now that that's changed and people are just gonna come in and whatnot, it's up to them if they wanna chill, kick it, stay, blah 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 blah. You know, all that kind of stuff. So, what type of games do you play or like? So I like to play horror games for the majority. But I also enjoy playing games that have like stories in them. So, as recently on my channel, I've been playing the Dispatch series, and I'm getting ready to upload the rest of the chapters. So, if you find yourself interested, you got like an hour to spare because I didn't just chop it up in pieces. I literally just put the whole stream that I had on there, like basically the whole VOD. Um, and I'm gonna drop the last two episodes this weekend. Um, and then like if it's not like horror games or story games, just random ones that I find, or that it's just kind of like requested and stuff like that. And it's like sometimes I do have to reject some certain requests because it's just something I just won't really do. But random games I might play like an FPS or like a third person like kind of thing, like Marvel Rifles or something. You know, I might just play some random thing that was given to me. Like we find the stupidest games. Like we found a demo of this game called Backseat Drivers, and it was just about you and a friend are supposed to drive this car, and one person's supposed to be like the grandson, and then one of them's the grandma, and legit like it was the funniest thing ever. So like I would recommend is Rain World. What do you get? Oh, Rain World, but it's very difficult. What's Rain World? Explain it, please, and thank you if you don't mind. RV there yet? That's another one. Thank you, Erica. So that's another one we recently been playing. It's pretty popular as of recently. Um, I would say that it was hilarious. And even though these games aren't on my channel, they are on a different channel from a group of people that we play with. So like legit, we call ourselves Next Up. Oddly enough, in my opinion, do not care for the name, but I did like the logo, so I was like, I'm down for it, right? So it was just like we post those kind of games over there. So we just all have our different kind of things we do. And also, it is a channel where I can be, I guess, like a little more, like, I guess, out there. Because on my channel, I do also, like, I don't want to say I tone it down. And because I'm working on not toning it down, in a sense of like me actually being like myself, which is completely fine. But, and with myself was like I'd yap. I would want to make videos about me yapping about certain things, and I just told myself not to because I always tell myself I'm probably talking too much. So, you know, I guess it's great practice since I've been talking for 24 minutes, but the last 7 minutes was literally just me trying to figure out the multi-stream, which I am proud of because, like, holy shit, I worked and I just did it. Like, this is crazy. And another reason for doing this, other than the TikTok thing I was mentioning, was the fact that like there's another big creator that I went. It was some sort of model or something like that, right? And I remember going into a chat that she was in because she was playing Minecraft, and I knew how to multi-stream. It was in my head, but I never actually did it. And they said that they were trying to figure out how to do so. And, you know, she and her community welcomed me with open arms, and everybody was so nice. So I was like, I want to try to help them, right? Like, I get it, and it's weird, and I'm gonna say this, and it's a weird thing, and I'm gonna try to. I guess maybe it's weird to you, maybe it's not. I don't really care. I just be doing this kind of thing. You said it's a 2D, but it's a bit long and tedious game as everybody wants to kill you. That seems like every horror game I've ever played. So I'm gonna let me take a picture of this and I guess find it. Is it on Steam? Because I will play it on stream. Right now the recommendations, even though I was supposed to play on Thursday, but I got too busy, and then end up falling asleep. Uh, I basically haven't played them. At least I don't know. I don't know. There's some Chilla Arts games, if you know what that is. Apparently, it's really good, but I have two of them bought as of recently. I don't know what I'm about to get into, but tomorrow it won't be a Yap stream. It will be a gaming stream, and it will be those horror games and stuff like that. So, legit. Yeah. So, long story short, going with what I was saying before was she needed help, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna make a video on me doing it. So how will I do it? I have to do it myself first and figure it out, and it was a pretty easy process. And so far, I probably got to worry about a couple things. Like, it's right now streaming is in excellent condition on YouTube, so I shouldn't be lagging whatsoever. But at the same time, like, there's a lot of stuff I got to do. I probably got to increase the bit rate to 12,000 instead of what it's probably at right now, to make it a little bit easier, a little bit smoother. Because usually it's pretty smooth on Twitch. I just want everybody to have the same experience, but I know I probably won't have always the greatest experiences. And then I also have to think about this. So legit, okay, so I have transitions. I want to be able to make sure that it all works out for different sections, if you know what I mean. So it all ties into making sure everyone has a wonderful experience here. And I know I can do a lot more on Twitch. Like, I got the whole redeems and stuff like that. Like, I'm making emotes and a whole bunch of things to reward the audience for good stuff. I'm trying to make sure I add more drops for games that they like to play. Um and also playing those games so they'd be able to get those kind of drops and everything that comes with it. So legit, I do not care. When I go on to go back on topic, I don't care how big someone is. In my measly side, yeah, okay, so I can sit there and say I have an accomplishment. I've done something that most people can't do when it comes to social media, because everyone says it's like it's so easy, like, oh my god, like it's not a real job. It is a real job. It is a real job. It may not be like a 9 to 5, but it is a real job, and it can take a toll on you. And there's so much to learn and so much to do, right? And as far as I'm concerned, my little 20K, 20,000, 20,000, 2 point or 20 point, blah, 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 I don't know, something like that. We in the 20K range right now on TikTok, and that is amazing. That is amazing. That means that there's a lot of people that just like to see the content. Every now and then there might be people who come by and just like want to see the food, or want to see the video game stuff, or want to see the horror content and the gaming content, or just maybe like need some quotes that I've said, things that I've learned, wisdom that I talked about, and everything. So, as far as I'm concerned, one thing that I will say when it comes to social media, um, as much as this is, with respect others and their boundaries and their privacy and how they want to do. But with that as well, I'm also saying that remember, every single content creator that you know you see, they're still regular people. They're still regular people. And how I had to see and change my perspective on this content stuff was not looking at those people with bigger numbers than me and being like, oh man, like I gotta reach that. Like, I have no there's no way I can be in their good graces. Like, I'm clearly not big enough to do so. Um, because that's like shooting yourself in the foot. Because at the end of the day, everybody's trying to get paid off social media. Everybody's trying to like leave like a diary style like legacy and their digital footprint and stuff like that. Like everyone is trying to do the same thing. So in a way, like every single content creator in the world, like they're your coworkers, and then there's subsections with those coworkers. Some people do the same thing you do. Some people don't do anything you do, and you don't have to go to them. They may have some advice for you. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. It's okay, but you're in the same thing. And with that, and the fact that I know that we're just people at this, it took away a lot of the pressure that I've learned doing all of this. And then pretty much as of recently, with my own like I guess awakening, if you want to call it, um and like letting go of some stuff that just doesn't like really serve me, I tested that theory out, and it led me to collabing with some very big people. Mind you, this was like a Twitch thing. And I only got like at the time I had like 89 followers versus everyone else that had like thousands, tens of thousands. And I'm like, whoa, yo, what in the world is going on here? Right? But I took the same stuff that I do with each and every one of y'all and the videos that I make, and I did the same thing over there. I showed up and showed out, and they liked it. Got a couple follows, couple little shout outs, and that was all nice and stuff. And I was grateful for that, but it made me remember that we all people still. And if I could do something like that, given the opportunity, if my personality itself that typically can bring people in, that can do a lot of good for people just from me trying and doing my best, and I can leave a smile on people's faces no matter where I go and stuff like that. If I can do that and I can just get myself there, then that means the effort that I put in when it comes down to simply trying, simply going and working to where I can put myself into these situations, go to these people's chats and support them, and make them remember that we're all human. And just have a good time. Just be a good person. Like shit, there's so many situations where just people just forget. Like you just need just be a good person. Like come on, man. Like I get it. Like rage baiting and all that other stuff. Every now and then, I get that some people are going to be, you know, in a sense, just really weird, or like, or they're just gonna be people who like aren't necessarily like your cup of tea. There's gonna be different varieties, but when it comes down to it, I have to recognize that I ain't gotta fake nothing. I just gotta show up, be myself and whatnot. And if they like me, they like me. If they don't like me, they don't like me, and that's completely fine. But I noticed that it's usually the they like me part happens a lot. And as long as they're good people, I don't mind going back over and saying hello. I don't mind doing things with them, making videos with them, just donating to their little cause or their community and things like that, helping even people that are probably smaller than me. Donating because they want to do something. I'm like, cool, I've been there before. Here, have this. Probably this helps you stay. Conversating with people. God, like sometimes it's crazy. There's a creator. Let me tell you this. There's a creator right now that I recently started following and stuff like that. It was crazy because like it was weird at first to think about, but then I realized like it was like not at all what I was thinking. It's like I always have to think about the different perspective. And what had happened was this: I was going on TikTok, my primary place of uploading content for the most part, right? And there was, I don't even know what the name was at this point, like Cheeks or something like that, something Cheeks. Yeah, we're gonna just say Sandy Cheeks for this moment. Sandy Cheeks, right? So good old Sandy Cheeks would go and get up in the morning and make these good morning videos and be like, if you have no one calling or texting you, um, this is for you, and then say good morning or vice versa, like good night, like that kind of thing, right? Now, in the past, I felt like if I would have seen that, like in the very past, I wouldn't see like the true meaning of that. And I was just like, yeah, it is what it is, right? But I seen it once and I was like, that's nice. She's really doing that for people who really just don't have people. Because that's true. Some people don't have people that's calling and texting them and stuff like that. I am not one of those people. But I saw that and I was just like, yo, you you're doing a really cool thing. That's really nice of you to do. And I was like, okay. Ignored it. Gave it a like, went on about my life. Saw it like a few more times and I was like, oh wait, this person's serious. Like they're doing this like every day. Every single day. Started for basically nothing, no followers, and just doing this every single day. Homegirl then built a community. Slowly, it was maybe small. She didn't. She was like sitting up there. She made it to 1,000 the other day, and then she like started making these calls to these people in the community. Made like a little spreadsheet and everything. Was just going on about how homegirl was just like, okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna call and talk to you guys. And then around this time, I already sat there. I gave her a follow like after maybe the like fourth or fifth video, and I realized she was consistent and she was actually doing this cool stuff, right? And we got to talking, and I was just like, let me see if you like she's really like just a good person, genuine, or is she just like, you know what I'm saying? So like talking to her, just asking her questions, just different kinds of questions that maybe like will get her to slip in a bit. And if you ever see this video, if it even comes off Twitch and I end up posting this or something like that, which I probably won't. So the only way you would probably see this is if you just so happen to come on Twitch and then you see this video, because I don't have the setting to where only followers can see the videos I have. Now, I'm trying to keep this as free as long as possible. And when I get to a certain amount, I like I'll start throwing ads. But right now I don't do none of that. All right, I don't do all that other stuff that I see all these other creators do. I don't really care. Um, but nah, homegirl was a genuine person. She was a genuine person. She said she literally was living in a space at this particular time where she just didn't have anybody. And she decided to start doing that because of that reason. She didn't have anyone. She didn't have anyone to talk to. She didn't have anybody calling her phone. She didn't have anybody like, you know what I'm saying, texting her. Nothing. And it was a deep thing. Thank you, Vinci, because I just saw that and I'm just like, yeah, get on out of here with that. So it was like, dang, man, like, are you serious? Like, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Like, I never thought about that, but then I started thinking about how sometimes, in a sense, like pain can like turn into a lot of stuff. There was a quote too that I end up telling like a lot of people and stuff like that. A lot of things, and I can't remember it off bat, but it has to do with the fact that when you're in pain, you can't let that pain live in like just inside your body and just let it fester. You have to do something about it. You have to do something about it. You got to create something. put it in music, like put it in arts, put it in writing, put it somewhere outside your body, because pain is not supposed to live in your body and turn your body into a coffin that never lets it out. Nah, like that's never how it's supposed to go. That's never how it was supposed to be. And I can say with like, at least from my experience in life, that essentially every time I felt bad and I started creating something, I felt better. I did. In Sandy Cheek's case, she took her pen and said, you know what? I'm going to be every single day. I'm going to say good morning and good night to these people I don't even know, who just so happen to not have people talking to them, like texting them, calling them, things like that. So that's cool. So if ever this person gets famous for just doing this, or just whatever they want to end up doing, if they get famous, I'll know that the moment someone stops to criticize or just like, oh, she's just faking it, it's the reason why I asked certain questions, other than the fact that I was trying to see if she was just like not really like genuine. But the moment that I see that, I see homegirl in the headlines, just know, you heard, I got you. I got you. I'll pull up the receipts and be like, hey, I already from the start, I already knew who she was and how she was doing this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I mean, like I'm just saying, like, and I had to learn I had to learn a whole bunch about this. I had to learn a whole bunch about this whole big old media thing. It's crazy. It's crazy. Um. Anywho, basically, yeah. So a lot of this, like, whole little growth talk and pain talk and all that other stuff, it's not really pain I'm dealing with. It. I think the only pain I'm gonna deal with when it comes to this multi-streaming is just making sure everything seems okay and making sure I'm able to see the goddamn, people. Which right now it looks like I can figure this out. I'm not gonna exactly know. Well, I mean, I turned off my freaking things on Twitch and whatnot too, because like uh, but I mean, yeah, it is gonna be a journey. Now, if for some reason, if I'm able to use TikTok Live, and my computer doesn't freaking explode or something like that, that would be amazing. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me look on Task Manager right now. Yeah, it doesn't even look like it's doing anything bad. It really just doesn't. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, this streaming both of these right now is nothing to my computer. Although my memory is up, that's kind of crazy. So, I don't know. But yeah, no. This is just me like yapping a whole bunch of stuff. But I know homie said a story. I did tell a little bit of a story. I guess there's a story on how I started from a freaking, what do you say? A PS4. Maybe I should make that like an actual video, like a whole video just on it by itself and stuff like that, and just go on and be like, yeah, this is how I started. The crazy thing is, it's gonna end up being one of those, like, I guess, success stories, and like, hey man, I started on my PS4. I started on my PS4, so I know for you can do it too. It's gonna be crazy because I know they're gonna be cooking me. They could be like, "What? You was streaming on PS4 in 2024? What?" Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. It's a wrap. 2023, 2024, bro. I was doing it. Listen. I ended up getting the PC. I ended up getting the PC, and I got everything I needed. I got all the pieces of equipment I could, and I was you know grateful and blessed enough to get everything I need, internally, externally, and stuff like that, so I can be able to do this a lot easier, you know, and I ain't got no issues. I got no issues. I'm a happy man. I will use all the stuff I have right now, all the knowledge I have, everything that people is teaching me to make sure that I make these dreams come true. And I had a silly thing while I'm just like talking to like two communities at once and whatnot. If I haven't looked at numbers, so I have no idea who's here, and I'm just yapping at this point. And that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna be keep on, just gonna keep yapping. So legit, I know Kavinci is still here, so he's probably heard this before. But I have a silly dream. I guess not really silly to me, but like a silly dream. Um, where when I met him and the group of friends associated with him, and it was at the very like beginning stages of me just meeting everyone, and I saw how cool everyone was. I learned a lot about them, and although it's hard for me to like kind of open up, I taught them a lot about myself as much as I could without just like before it gets you said PS4 is goaded. Yeah, it is. It is. I gave mine to someone in need, and um it's because like he ended up getting robbed, and they took his PS5, and I said, hey, just take this and use it. Just use it until you can get another one. It's better to be able to play something instead of having nothing. um Basically, even though that thing has been with me like for years and years and years of my life, I didn't need it anymore after I had all this stuff. So I was like, I don't mind giving it to someone with a good cause to take care of all my technology. It was still running great. Mine, the whole jokes about the whole like my PS4 sounds like a jet engine. No, that never happened to me because I always clean my stuff out. Like I made sure I'm about to dust like everything in my house right now electronically. I got like a freaking like one of the canned air things and whatnot, and I gotta make sure I get me a duster tomorrow for the uh small parts and components too, because I don't want to damage anything. At this very moment, I am playing Rain World, and it is hell. Let my yapping just be a little bit of peace for you. Let me be a little peace for you with me telling you my dollar in a dream ass like fucking thoughts. Um, but going back on it, so I was meeting everybody, and I'm not necessarily somebody who just like kind of opens up a lot, but I try. I do try. Um, and one thing I saw from everyone is just I saw how much they go through in their lives, right? And although like I do understand like I need to take care of myself and everything like that and have all these things for myself, and I want to do that, and I will have that. But I want something for them too. And in my mind, I would just like go and think about it, and one day I just spouted it out one day, and it was just like we're just gonna have like a mansion, like our mansion is like some sort of like big house that like anytime you guys like feel stressed, you can just go out there and just stay there for however you like long you need, given the means that you can, and just be fine. And like we'd have a whole bunch of stuff in there, and I'd be able to handle like all the payments and everything because it would be cool. I'd have the money to do so, and I don't have to worry about anything but probably property taxes and every once in a while like an electric bill or something. But like it would be a nice place for them. Like I would just sit there and think about how like anybody could just go there, and it'd be comfort, and everyone in the rooms and stuff like that could be tailored to something that they like, something that's their own individual space. It's just, even though like you can't really escape life all the time, it's just something that makes you feel comfortable. And I remember just like I don't even think I've even told them this, but like I've drawn out these rooms. Like all the conversations I've had with them, the things that they like, I try my best to remember, and I'm horrible about remembering things. So I try to write them down as well. And then if I don't write them down, like I draw something and then it would be a part of a drawing and it would just remind me or something like that, right? But most of the time I do try to write these things down. But I have drawn out rooms for the things that I just heard that they liked. Like one of my friends, his name is Spencer. Like he's like a very big music enthusiast, like one probably bigger than me, but he really likes records. And I saw this record store when I went on one of my trips around the time of me learning about his love for records. And I like saw it and memorized it and just basically um it's on Steam. Okay, cool. Okay, I'll remember that and I'll put it on my wish list. Um, but I saw this store and I remembered it and I took pictures of certain things and I made sure to go ahead and just draw it out when I went home. Draw it out and then I did the same thing for the others as I kept remembering things or kept writing down things. Uh, uh, no, you're fine. You're fine. Listen, I'm just yapping. It's not like you really have to pay attention to stuff like that. You're here, and that's like nice. Like I appreciate it, especially this being the first time that me doing something like this in multi-streaming. Like this is like a day that I like. I'm just yapping, and I probably remember this like for a long time, if not the rest of my life. As damn, bro, like this, I did it. I figured it out, and I actually didn't procrastinate on it. I probably should have been doing this more. And I could have easily gotten help from any one of my friends doing content stuff. But I did it on my own. And it's nice. So, but you're fine, I promise. But anyway, it's just basically I just made all these drawings that I keep safe in a secret place for when I get the opportunity to do this. It may not be like a mansion. I feel like it's too big. But like a just a cool, nice looking house. Very creative looking house. Like maybe even some stained windows or something like that in one part of the house to make the area feel nice. You know, I don't know. Just that one particular area. I haven't really thought about it, but legit, it was just like a silly little doll in a dream like idea I had. And you know, it's just like I feel like the more I increase and do this knowledge, the more I figure out like what to do, and the more I learn, the more people I meet, the more everything that I see becomes plausible. Like it actually feels like this is possible. And even if there's times where I feel like it just like, dang, like I'm not really moving and everything like that, but it will always be some sort of reminder that everything else is like working. So it's just like, okay, well, I may not feel it right now, but I'm still gonna keep going. I'm still gonna keep trying. I'm still gonna keep uploading. I'm still gonna do what I do best. Even if it's like little moments. I know when to take a break and everything like that, but it's pretty nice. So for something like this to happen, I know it doesn't seem like it's a big thing, but branching out, just it's nice. It's nice. It's a good accomplishment. Me just like being able to even do this. Now it's just like two different groups. And then from what I see on the YouTube side, um pretty much I noticed that there's a lot of nice people over there. And I always end up going through some of the comments and some of the things that people say in like the shorts and videos. And like I said before, let's say it just seems like I'm not giving them enough attention. And I know that this was the solution to give the attention that they requested, because like I would always like I know they want to be a part of streams. Um I know they want to experience some of these things with me. So it's cool. Um why not see a clip of Rainwater if you want to get into it? I'll probably do it after after stream and stuff like that. I could search it up right quick though. Could search it up. Let's see. Let's do it on this side. In worlds. Let's see what this is. Okay. Oh, the art looks nice. Hold on, let's put this over here right quick. Because I meant to do it over here. I thought it was over here. The art looks nice. Is this what you're talking about? Is this what you're talking about? I think this is. I hope this is. But, okay. I feel like this is it. I feel like this is it. But this is a very, like. I like this little drawing style they have. I'm assuming you play as this little guy here. That checks out. That checks out. Okay. But this is like, I'm assuming on the lines of like a Hollow Knight kind of game just by looking at this. Like there's a lot, like there's a lot of like stressful events like you were saying, but high reward in succeeding some of these things. I don't know. I mean, art alone, I can see why you like it, but there another reason why you like it? Like, is there a reason like what you choose? Like, you chose to do this, no skill, no buffs. Oh my God! So you're just going in, and you just have to make it to the end without evolving. That's crazy. Even in the freaking what do you call it? The Elden Ring like games, like the Dark Soul games, at least you still get strong. Like they screw you a lot, but like still, you get jumped. That's crazy. That is insane. But art alone, I might end up playing it. It gives me a feeling of a different game with this sort of same art style one. I have to go back to figure out which one that is. But I know this. I know this art style. I just haven't seen it in a long time, which is wild. But who knows? And this keeps playing. This might end up becoming a part of my different art styles. One of many. I have so many freaking art styles memorized in my head. It's crazy. I don't know how, but it's just like I see someone be able to draw like right in front of my face, and my brain likes it. It just immediately remembers exactly how they do it, and then now I have a new art style in my head that I can use at any time. And usually, like it's like not perfect. It's not exactly what it is, but I remember it, and then I can just replicate it like it's nothing. But in practice, I can make it just like they did. It's crazy. Also, the AI moves everywhere, not with you. Okay. So you said so rage inducing. That's the word you needed to use that one. That's what you needed to use. I still might I might like it though. I might like it. I never know. Never know until you try. You never know until you try something new to see if you really like it or not. You know what I'm saying? I mentioned the like Dark Souls games and stuff like that. I've played like a few of them, never finished any of them, but the only one I really liked was Elden Ring because it was, I guess, new player friendly. And even though it was like really difficult, like I found that it literally like, even though I can't handle that kind of stress, like that shit, like I just fucking quit. Like I'm like, all right, I can't do this. I legit just was like, nah, I can't. I don't. This ain't for me. People built different. If you play this game, and this is just what you do. Like if this what you do, this how you be, then big dog, congratulations. But me personally, you nah, you ain't. You can have it. You can have it. I don't want it. I don't need to know. All right, but legit, I ain't going front. I ain't going front. I still had a lot of fun, and I'm pretty sure it was like a game that I ended up playing when I had like a one serious thing in my life where it's just like it just hit me like a ton of bricks. And then I sat there and played this game, and legit, I don't know what is about it, but it like killed me. Like I don't know, it was something about getting beaten down like like thousands of times. Not thousands, I'm exaggerating. I'm not that bad. But getting beat down that long, it was just like crazy. And then succeeding, finally understanding, finally being able to dodge when I want to dodge, being able to do these things that I want to do, and then finally getting to a point where it's just like I beat him. Man, so and you said so enemies off screen move different places, also backflips. That's a man, man, can't tell. But I bet you games like that is the same one that I was explaining. You get done with that, you just a better person. All the you didn't gone through your trauma. You didn't put your trauma in a game and they beat it up. That's what happened. That's what I believe happened. I don't know. That's what I feel like. That's what, like really was going on. Like they sat there. And it's like, yeah. You crying about the wrong thing. You feeling depressed about the wrong thing. Do this. Play that game. Yeah. Beat it and get like minuscule things or amazing things. Everything you're gonna do is gonna feel worth it. And to make it better, it's the fact that it's an open world game. You can just run to the final boss if you want to and just do it. There was no direction. There's no thing. And it was kind of stressful because it was like I need like that structure. But at the same time, just going out in a free world and just doing whatever, it was nice. And for some reason they have levitation in all the water areas. Yo, what kind of game are you? Well, I guess I'm gonna find out soon. Boy, I might find out soon. But you get the point. You get the point. I don't know. Again, I'm just yapping. I'm just yapping, okay? Because I guess we get to a point where there's people that comes by. I'm seeing the little analytics. Some people come by. Some people don't. But I didn't make a title or anything. I have no clue. There's obviously things that I gotta go and do and put in to make it more appealing to everybody. Oh, you said Leviathan. Oh, okay, my fault. My fault. The text is a little tiny because I'm not right that close to the screen. My apologies. Wait, Leviathan. Oh God, that's worse. Oh yeah. You're a tough cookie. You're a tough cookie right there. Absolutely. You got dang tough cookie. Um, yeah, like obviously, I'm just live, and it's just like on the YouTube side. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, we don't know what he's doing. There's no title. There's no description. No game to be played. Never really know. I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, this is a good achievement. This is a really good achievement. Um, I feel good about it. I'm happy about it. And of course I'm gonna get better. All is gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be cool. Like I don't know. I don't know what to expect, but literally all I want to do is just have fun with this. Just want to have fun with this. Just want to share that fun with everybody else. Just want to be able to do cool things like the people I admire in the social media space. Be able to do that stuff. Might even start IRLing. Maybe. Will I have the IRL backpack? No, that thing like 10K. Your boy don't got 10K to be thrown around. If I did, I'm pretty sure that the quality and the streams that we get would be way better. And I'm pretty sure I don't even need to do and have all that money just to make the qualities better. It just comes with time. I can start streaming in the corner. It might drastically increase. I'm just saying, maybe I could start streaming in my bed. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Who knows? It might be different. It's just different. It's just different. It's not the same typical. You see somebody over here. I could start streaming probably in a forest somewhere. Will there be Wi-Fi? Who knows? How am I streaming out there? There's nothing else. There's a chipmunk in the middle of the little camera, wanting some screen time. How did that happen? We don't know. Why did he do it? We don't know. He's just there. His name is Charles now. He'd be coming to the streams at least twice a week. Come by. He'd be stealing the fruit on Terror Tuesdays. That's a thing we have over there, YouTube. We have Terror Tuesdays, so y'all be prepared for that. Even though pretty much every day is a horror day for me, except for when I don't want to play a horror game, which is like 25% of the time. So like, it just depends. But you never know. You never know. Okay. I be having ideas. I be having so many different kind of ideas I just be wanting to do, but I don't want to be doing them and all that other stuff because I keep thinking about like what other people gonna think. And that does not matter. I really do not care. And I don't know why I'm like kind of holding back like and stuff like that. It's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? There was this one thought too that I never will do. It has nothing to do with nervousness or like worried about judgment and all that. But it's just stupid. And there's an idea I wrote down. I wanted to go to different bakeries and start making them beef because I go and say whose bakery is better. And then like have a segment every week where I go to one of those bakeries and then just like start being messy for no reason for both of those. But just having them beef. And then while that happens, their sales go up because now I got the whole internet and around that area to be like, hold up now we got to go support. Now I got to be what team bakery you going to be on. And then like their business is booming and stuff like that. And then they got to make better stuff. So better stuff means, more people coming in. More people coming in means more money they getting and stuff like that. More money they getting equals me more going over there and stuff like that. And that means more money that I end up getting, which more money I can pour into it. And we could just start doing cool stuff. You know what I'm saying? We can start doing cool more things. We can start donating to people. We can start giving out like free pastries, free little donuts, little cakes, little pies, little cobblers, all that. You know what I'm saying? Little candies, all that. I don't know about candy. Candies that don't belong in no bakery for real, for real. I don't think so. But that was an idea I have written down one day, and I was just like, I want to do that, and I was like, I don't know where to do it, but like, I'm gonna do that one day. You know what I'm saying? So, but like legit, I don't know if that's a good idea because like I just it can go multiple ways. It can go multiple ways. It may not go the way I thought. You know what I'm saying? It may not go the way that I originally thought. I can start getting messy and then end up getting banned. That could happen. I could start over here making the competition and stuff like that. Now guess what? The bakeries they gonna plan and plot against me. Plot twist. They're doing social media. It's crazy work. Who knows? They're gonna make a plant in the community and stuff like that. Then they're gonna pin me against future friends or current friends. And then now we doing it. Now they didn't switch it up. I gotta go and I'm in a contest with my friends, seeing who can do the like the best whip or something like that. It ain't got nothing to do with the dance. I only said whip because I saw that you mentioned whips down there and all the other stuff. But legit. It's just like, you never know. You never know. Like, I'd be having all these ideas, all these content ideas and stuff like that. I still got a content idea. I'm in the works for episode 20 of, like, when your parents aren't as healthy as they, seem. You know what I'm saying? What you yapping about right now at this particular moment? I am yapping about different ideas I had that may or may not be, like, ever done if I ever were to start doing IRL type stuff. So, like, or even if it's not IRL, just different ideas. Like, it's just crazy. I'm just yapping like the weird ideas that I have in my head. I don't know how to say your name. Is it Ariel? Every I I don't know. I don't what IRL stuff. Okay, so look, I already just gave one of them over there, but I don't know if we can do it because like it could be crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was thinking one day I could go to like maybe one, two, maybe even three bakeries, right? And then go in and start trying their stuff. But then telling their bakeries that they're the best, but then going there and then like making competition between the one, two, or three bakeries, right? Not one, because I need at least two for this to work. And then they going like back and back to fight for, who's the best bakery, and then they start making better stuff and bringing in more business, and then the money that I make for the streams and stuff like that could be like donations to people who want the, like, the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can like give the little treats to homeless people too. I could do that. I could do like a whole bunch of cool stuff with that. And then like I could just make it go back. But hear me out, I'll be going in the bakeries, and then like I start being messy. You know what I'm saying? Just like, oh, bakery one, they said you can't make a cranberry cake like that. They said that you trash. They said your eggs are too old. Start that up, and then next thing you know, go to the other bakery and stuff like that. I was like, girl, look, bakery two. They sat there and said, they said your cupcakes, they a little more burnt than actually cupcake. I don't know. That I'm just saying. I'm hearing it for the grapevine. You feel me? Meanwhile, they're just going back and forth making good stuff, and then like they're getting more money because they're making these bakery. Like they're having this little war against each other, and then now guess what? Do that. They on social media, so now we got the whole town. The whole town gonna start spreading it out. The whole social media, like the whole thing is gonna be cool. I'll be having some crazy ideas, so you buckle up because we're on this segment now where I'm just talking about these ideas. But long story short, I'm streaming to YouTube for the first time ever, and I had nothing planned. And a practice that I like to do, at least by myself, is yapping, because I think I talk too much and I say it a lot. And I also know that like it's not a problem for some people, especially my close friends. They do not care, but I'd be nervous to talk and tell them and just like be myself sometimes, because like I don't want to be talking, but like at the same time I know they don't care. Like, but like, okay, so it's just like it's a good thing for a stream. See, that's what I'm always told, and especially these newer people that I recently collab with, they was just like talk. You seem to be good at it, and I was like, I guess so, but I'm trying to be good at it. So this practice number one. Anyway, we can go back to this little collab and stuff like that. So like legit, now we got the town and the city out here picking which bakery is going down, which one is the best, right? This could be a mid bakery going at it, two mid bakeries. But guess what? All of this, now everybody going to this place. Guess what? The other bakeries, they gonna get it. Problem is, if we do this too bad and it gets messy, we gonna have like a bakery war in a whole city, and everybody's gonna be crazy. Yap all you want, bro. I don't mind at all. See, I appreciate that, convention. I really do. I be getting insecure about that. I really do. But I like to talk. I do. I do. And I wish I can do that a lot with the people I know and I care about, and I know they don't mind. It's just I be getting in my head about a lot of stuff. So I just be sometimes I just listen. I'm good at that. I'm good at listening. I'm good at observing, and keeping that in mind and all that good stuff. And just like I just go on. So anyway, so this idea now, the other people in town, they're gonna be like, who are these two mid bakeries, right? Then it's gonna be like they gonna be like, hold on, we make better. So then guess what? They gonna contact me, right? I'm like, hey, let me sweeten the deal for you. See what I did there? Stupid. I'm sorry. So like, let me see what you did there. Listen, I'm just saying, you have a great narrator voice. I've been told that I have a great voice to help people fall asleep. I never knew to take that as a compliment for the longest time. However, and I've been told that like it's just like I just want you to talk. Just talk about anything that you want to talk about. And then they would listen for a long time. And then legit there will be people who have trouble sleeping that would want me to talk. And I'm just like, okay. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care. I just be talking. But like legit. So now the town on it. Now the town is on it. The town is sitting here hitting me up talking about some, let me sweeten the deal for you, okay? You think those people got good bakery stuff? Come down here, we gonna change your life. Oh, new food. I don't even care to pay for it. But then I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna see what they talking about. Let me get messy over there. Hold on. Mid Bakery number 2 said, "Yo, donuts don't even be donutting, like not at all, not at all. Yo, glaze is at least like par at best. It's not a hole in one, and it's supposed to be a donut. Like, come on now, right? So like, then now we gonna go and it's gonna get crazy and crazier and crazier. Guess what? Everybody in town going to get all these different bakery sweets and snacks and stuff like that. And guess what? The bigger it get, the more money I get using this. The more notoriety I get using this. Losing a little social media. That money gonna be falling in. Guess what? I'm gonna host a contest. I'm like, hey, everybody that's been listening to this stuff, I made a lot of money off of this, and I don't need all of it, and I don't really care to have it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm about to buy up from fact number 1, 2, and 3, and the other ones, and we gonna have a contest where we gonna use you to see who is the best bakery. And then I'm gonna have to figure out how to make a trophy because I don't know how to do that. Maybe I have to call somebody, and maybe I have to call somebody and stuff like that. The blueberries versus the strawberries. Which pastry is the best? Absolutely. See, I might use that if this ever goes off the ground of IRL things to do. I might use that one. And Mr. T, I will use it. And I will make sure that it will be sponsored by or what featured by Mr. T. Stuff like that. And then we go on, and then now the whole town, the whole city out here trying food, trying to figure out which one is the best, and it's paid for by me, Breaded Chicken. All this good I done off of being messy. That's the whole idea in my brain because like I want to do good by being messy, but messy in a good way to get people to be, you know, like in better positions because those two little, I guess, mid places were going to be like mom and pop shops or places that, people don't be talking about too much. You know what I'm saying? Hidden gems, as some might say. It's crazy. It's crazy. I be having the ideas. Okay? I'll be having the ideas. Now, this wouldn't work necessarily as big as I think it could work. Like, I couldn't go to, like, a clothing store and do this. Because there's a whole, like, thing about fashion that people care about so much. There's a whole thing about fashion that people will go on and they would be like, yo, like, who gives a fuck about your opinion? Who cares? Bitch, this is Gucci. We've been in the game for years. Don't come in here with that Hollister shit. Like, it's just not gonna be. It's not gonna be something as simple as that, right? It's not gonna be something as simple as that. Yeah, I can't go and you know what I'm saying, be like, all right, this is just what we gotta do. This is how we gotta do it. I can't do that with clothing. So doing it with food, it already ties in to the TikTok stuff I do about food and stuff like that. That I still be advertising. I went to another stream to advertise that earlier today. Listen, I'm just saying, garlic bread. Listen, let me stop before I get people hungry. Let me stop before I get people hungry because people aren't ready for the garlic bread grilled cheese with the shrimp on it, Cajun shrimp. Crazy. People ain't ready for it, okay? People, they're not ready. They're not ready for the good stuff. They're not ready for the red velvet cinnamon rolls for Christmas. They're not ready for it, okay? They're not ready. Their backs aren't big enough, okay? Their backs aren't big enough. They're not ready. But right now, we're talking about bakery stuff, and it would make sense. It would make sense. This plan only works with that food little section because I can't do that with gaming. It's too decisive, okay? We can't do that, especially not around now. Everybody boycotting GTA 6 because they said, hey, we ain't doing nothing until the end of next year again. Everybody mad about that. Everybody mad about GTA 6. When I was in middle school when GTA 5 came out. That should say my age. It's 2025 right now. I'm in my 20s. That basically, yeah, yeah. So like, I don't know why I made myself seem old. Anyway, look, so yeah, it's not gonna work with something like that because everybody's focused on that. I'll tell you what though, if you ever have like your little, if you doing like I guess stocks or something, and you put money into like I guess Rockstar if they have a little thing or GTA and whatnot, when they finally drop, you gonna be rich because they delayed it so much, people don't even care no more. The joke of did this before GTA 6 has been so successful for many years because they said I'm going to drop the game and then they don't actually drop the game. They don't even drop the game at all. They don't even do it. And speaking of dropping, let's change the topic. Might as well since we're just yapping. Since we're just yapping and everything like that. Y'all heard the news about our president and them files? Actually, not even them files, just the one. They calling him Donna Lewinsky. I'm just saying, oh, we got a black hole one, like a lava swirl. Okay, that changed up. Nice. We got a lava swirl now, y'all. We got a lava swirl. They're calling him Donald Lewinsky now. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. Imagine we actually had the first woman president of the United States and it's Monica Lewinsky, but dressed up as an old man. That would be insane. That would be utterly insane. This would be like the year, like we thought AI was going crazy and we couldn't notice something. We couldn't even notice the whole president wasn't even him himself. Miss Lewinsky. Crazy. Crazy work out here. That was crazy. All right. And you know what's crazier right now? You know what's crazier than that? No, it's crazier than that. The crazy thing is, we still don't have GTA 6. I'm telling you, and that's how the joke always goes. That's how the joke always goes. That's how they go all the time. No matter what happens, they can make a whole storyline. It don't even make sense. We can go so serious on everything that's going on. And all you have to do is add, and we're still getting that before GTA 6. That's how successful that joke is. I didn't even have to talk a little bit about like the political state of the world or at least the United States for that matter. I didn't have to. I didn't even have to go too far into it. We all know what's going on. It's crazy, all right? It's up to you if you want whatever freaking side you want. Hopefully, yeah, it feels like less popular people appreciate views more a lot. Literally, listen, the whole view shit, that shit, it matters to a point of getting yourself out there, but I'm not gonna lie, that shit does not matter. If you have people that are down to watch your videos, to watch your stuff, and you have a consistent amount and they are down, like you gotta realize how crazy this is. I go on the internet and I live stream games, or I go and talk a little bit about like mental health and good stuff, or just simple ideas like this, like that I was having about the like the little bakery stuff. I go log on and there's people that are just happy that I'm here. There's a saying that people don't ever remember or don't even really pay attention to much when it comes to this. And it's a shame because you as an individual will never understand that there's always going to be someone that blank blank blank. And what I mean by this, in this particular case, for the stream stuff, there's always somebody that's waiting for you to go live. There's always somebody waiting for you to make that video. There's someone waiting for you to go and talk to them. They're waiting. You never know, and you never get to know who that person is. You never get to like maybe some show themselves, like the viewers. They'll come in and they show themselves, but you don't know it all. You never know who's watching. One of my friends right now is extremely big. There are people making animations of him. There are people making like videos and taking his like uh voice whatever and making it into different things or reacting to different things and like that. Like the cameraman is that person, right? This man is way bigger than me. And before I even hit 10K, he told me that he has been watching me for a long time. Before I even knew that I was on his radar and how I even got there in the first place was I made one funny video and he finally announced it and then put me on the front page of one of his videos because I was saying some crazy shit, some crazy things. It was like this Roblox streamer or something like that, the Roblox streamer, and he never cleans his room. And I said it was basically disgusting and stuff like that. And he just had the dirtiest freaking room. Like that is also. You said what's my real name? As calling you just breaded chicken is just weird, but I fully want to be known. Listen, I'm not. You may end up finding out my real name later down the line. I will say I'm not gonna outright say it. However, if you want to just call me Bread for right now, that is completely fine. That's just what I go by on the internet. Sometimes I accidentally leak my name because like I'm just like, hey, it is what it is. Some people know it, some people don't, and it's completely fine. But for now, just call me Bread. There's probably gonna be videos and live streams later in the future, whether people that I'm playing with that don't necessarily know the like structure of the social like media stuff for me as Breaded Chicken and will just call me by my actual name. And then I won't mind because I'm not like they're not in that world. They're not in that world of Breaded Chicken. So like it doesn't matter to me and people will just find out. But if you don't mind just calling me Bread for now, that is completely fine. But until then, unless you figure it out and you feel more comfortable actually saying what my real name is and stuff like that, I guess sure. But I would prefer if you just call me Bread if you do not mind, at least for now. But yeah. So anyway, I didn't lost my train of thought. You get the whole thing. I didn't lost my train of thought before GTA 6 came out. Crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. Done it again. Done it again. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's a crazy world that we live in. It's a crazy world that we living in. All right. I'm just saying. I gotta sit there and we got so many different things in life right now that we just uh. Do you remember the one person named Kiwi? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Kiwi, like I always see Kiwi pop up on a lot of my videos and commenting, and it makes me feel good because like legit it's nice to see that they're commenting. I don't really care how long they're watching, although with YouTube watch hours it goes up and we can start getting paid for that, so that's completely wait, you said you're back. Okay, what is wait, so are you Kiwi? Cuz that would be crazy if that's the case. That you go by Mr. T. And what does Mr. T even stand for? Are you just talking about the guy that was like on the 18? Or are you just talking about like something else? But that would be crazy if you're actually Kiwi. Oh, some thumbs up. You're actually Kiwi. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. That is absolutely insane. So, nice to see you, Kiwi. Mr. Tiny. Oh, okay, cool. Absolutely. Maybe it's just like Punch Up from Dispatch, and you're just like a tiny person, but like that's completely fine. Um, but yeah. It's a that is insane. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I'm actually live just talking instead of actually like video and stuff like that where I'm amplifying Breaded Chicken to its max, at least at that time and stuff like that. So legit. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. So much that I could just yap about. It's so many topics that I can yap about. Everything in my room is something I can talk about and stuff like that. The amount of posters and everything like that. I cut up posters in the background, which you kind of can't see, but they're just a bunch of different kinds of Spider-Man. One's a Bob's Burger poster and stuff like that. You said this channel. What about we're dedicated to this channel? I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. It is crazy. It is crazy. I can't wait for these things to build up and just the community get bigger and everyone just like cool and then just like we could do so many cool things. Oh man, I already see like the giveaways and everything that like can pop off, but I have to stay consistent. I just have to keep making these videos so I can get to that point. So yeah, it's a crazy world. It's a crazy world. Um I was just like, okay, let me do this too. Let me do this too, because I know it was told like just wanted to go for a different kind of ideas on these like IRL streaming, which this would be crazy. I mean, I can do it from my phone and stuff like that. I know I can. I thought about getting a better phone too, so it'd be easier to do IRL streaming and stuff like that. Um, it doesn't even have to be expensive as getting a freaking $10,000 book bag. And I'd probably get that before GTA 6. But okay, that's the last time I do it, I think. So I ain't go front. Like I'm pretty sure like I be having these like cool ideas that I wanted to do. Um, one of them that I do want to do like a IRL. Um, it may not be necessarily. I don't know how possible it is. I have no idea. I think I'm pretty just say I think it's just like I want to um I've been the only one that commented. Yeah, no, that's completely fine. Again, like I said, I had no preparation for this. I did not make a premiere. I did not let anybody know that I was streaming. I did not let anybody on YouTube that in the like what is it 1.44K of people. I did not let any of those people know whatsoever. Not even like some of the people that already on YouTube and whatnot, and I somewhat talked to already and come to support the channel. I did not let anybody know. You just so happened to come here while I at 7 minutes, um, 1 to 7 minutes was setting up and trying to figure out how to do the YouTube stream and multi stream for it and also Twitch at the same time. So technically, I would have on my phone Twitch going off, I would have you guys going off, and I would have Twitch going off at the same time. Being able to go to multiple different kinds of sections, so I can go and be you said you have the bell on and stuff like that. That's fair. That's completely fair. So, oh yeah, I forgot about how that bell works. It's like basically like like how does it go again? It's like turn on the bell so you can get notified for every video that drops. I didn't know if it would work for YouTube. I have no idea. I mean, no, like for videos, yes, I get that. But for live studio, I had no idea. I have no idea what I'm getting into. I know I didn't even name the stream. I didn't. I just popped up. Like there's no stream schedule or nothing. Like people are like it's like tomorrow where I live, basically. Like people are probably not up. And then to top it all off, and like if I am streaming, like 9 times out of 10, there will probably be more people coming in through a little bit of the daytime on my side than probably nighttime. It just depends. And then that involves me getting to know the community more and then letting them know. And I'm like, hey, I want to be streaming and stuff like that. Yes. But like, excuse me. It just depends. I have to strategically do this in a way to bring the people in and get these people to have fun with me and joke around and all the good stuff. So, but YouTube's a different beast on its own. Like Twitch, I kind of figured it out a little bit. There's not much I can do, but TikTok at the same time, um, it's a little bit easier as they since like hundreds of people coming by that possibly will stop, and I'm pretty sure YouTube is too. But they have a whole different algorithm on how you're supposed to do this. So, like now that I know I can like do the double streams and stuff like that, I understand how to do it. Now I just have to figure out more stuff. What do you call a cow in an earthquake? Dead as hell. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. What do you call it? But yeah, it's so much I gotta learn now, and I don't mind it. I don't mind figuring this out. If it means that future a will go and be something grand, if I can just like figure all this out, this would be beautiful. This would be beautiful. A milkshake. I'm taking that joke, Mr. T. Legit. I I don't know. Okay, okay. Here's what I do. Here's what I do because I feel like I've been talking for a long time, even though I told myself I'm not supposed to be doing that. But it's been like a whole hour and 32 minutes, or 34 minutes, something like that. So let me go on my phone here and let me see. There is another there is another thing. Let me see my little phone. Let me see because there was another thing. Um, hmm. Oh, I found the quote that I was talking about earlier. Yeah, so the quote I was talking about earlier was from Miss Aura herself, Amine Aura, and the quote goes like this. So, you gotta resurrect deep pain within you and give it a place to live that is not within your body. Let it live in arts, let it live in writing, let it live in music, let it be devoured by buildings brighter than connections. Your body is not a coffin for pain to be buried in. Put it elsewhere. That is basically that is basically that quote over there. But I'm trying to see um where my little ideas were, if I put them in here, or if it's even in this phone, because I have another one, but the other one isn't like connected like this one, which I usually use um like all the time. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't even know what this is. What the hell is this? No idea who this is. Who's Ember Hershey? Why is there underscore? Am I supposed to remember this? I don't know. I have no idea. But okay, so shit. Okay, already. Damn, I really need to learn how to get rid of all of these freaking notes that I don't even use anymore. I have no idea. You know, it's crazy too. So, I guess in my Yap sessions, this is more learning. I could have played music the whole time. I could have played music the whole time and just like kind of did it. At the very beginning of the stream, I did end up playing one of the songs that my friend just like dropped as recently. So it was pretty good. But like maybe you should play more. Maybe you should play the music that I end up making. Um and a good chunk of them are just remixes and other things that combine with music that makes like me feel good and sound good together. Like I can't really explain it. And then legit that like I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. I could just be talking though. I could literally just continue talking. But I think overall, it's just like I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy on the fact that like I did this. I did this. And maybe one today, Mr. T. Um, but as time goes on, we will increase it and we will have more people to talk to and we will I don't know. I don't know how to what we will do. I'm just saying, love helping small creators. I appreciate it. So I appreciate it. I don't even know if I'm a small creator anymore. I have no idea. It feels like it, but then like I would go certain places and people would know who the hell I am. It feels like that, and then it would be like, yes, an empire. Yes, we will build an empire. That is the word I was thinking of earlier. We will build an empire, a breaded empire, and it will be great. It will be full of like-minded individuals and people who understand the concept of interdependence, and it will be a great community, and it will be a community that will be forced to be reckoned with, and we will treat everyone with respect and roast people every now and then because why not? Actually, not to be mean. Actually, just if people are just what I'm talking about, you know, just just if they deserve it, like if they're just being assholes to people or something like that, and then we will also have moderators. We'll have it all. Okay, we'll have everything. We'll have we'll have snacks and stuff like that too. I don't know how that's gonna work, but we're just gonna have you just go get a snack and everything, and we'll just like eat together or something like that. Maybe mukbang was another thing that I thought about doing, but I also don't want to sit there and eat all this fucking food in front of everybody's face and just be like, I don't know, look gross. I don't know. I be having facial hair and shit. So like if I don't know if I want to get clipped with like a piece of like some Asian food just stuck in like my beard or like my freaking mustache, and then I go to stream with this thing and I didn't even notice it was there. It'll be just my luck that I shaved that day. And then the hairs, they be sharp. So like like that might get like a little pitchfork action and just like go and stay on one of those, and now it just look crazy. And it'll be like 30 minutes before I actually look onto the camera that's recording me right now to let me know that there's something on my face. But then I won't notice because I'm not gonna have the camera zoomed, because I'm assuming the camera's doing everything well until one of the people in the like audience tell me, "Hey, you got a big chunk of that rice stuck on your thing." Like it is there. Like I'm gonna be called, like it's gonna be cactus style level of. I'm getting a cactus today. I forgot about that. I should probably. You know what? Oh yeah. Eventually, I gotta figure out when I'm getting there. I don't know. I need to check on my cactus. Last time I looked at my cactus, it was blooming. But I'm probably gonna take a look and make sure it's still doing good. It's still healthy and stuff like that. And one of my other plants, I have to probably move it out its terrarium I love so much, because it's starting to grow like a lot. And I gotta replace the moss that's in there and give it like fresh new moss so it can have other things to go and keep it healthy. But it's starting to grow a lot, and because it's starting to grow a lot, then I'm gonna need a bigger terrarium for it. Because I don't want it to feel like cramped. I want it to grow. I want it to do what plants do and spread out. So you know how people talk about spread your wings, even though we don't even have freaking wings. I want the plant to do that. Yeah, spread your I don't know, spread your vines, or your stems, all that good stuff. Go, please do that and look cool. So when people come to the crib and stuff like that, they'll see them like, oh my god, this looks nice. I would not. Spread your roots, absolutely. Yes, spread your roots. Do so. Absolutely. I don't even invite people to my crib like that no more. I really don't. Every now and then I might, but like for the most part, it just, I don't know. I like my solitude. I like my solitude. I like it. And then if I do, I typically don't even invite people over my house. Like it's not like a rare thing, but it's very uncommon. I'd rather go to that person and then like I'll go and provide whatever I gotta go and provide and everything, and go to their home. Like I'll do that, but like legit, I don't know. I guess I feel like my space here is like not sacred in a sense, but it's just like I don't know. I can't really explain it. I don't even know why I don't. Maybe it's the introvert in me and all that stuff. I don't know. But other than that, yeah. I need to go and probably check on that stuff after I'm done streaming here and stuff like that. And I have been talking for a while, almost 2 hours. It'd be 2 hours and like literally like what 15 minutes that I just been talking. And stuff like that. How long has this stream been going on for? Well, if I look at the Twitch stream and I started around the same time, it says 1 hour 42 minutes 48 seconds. Meaning that while I was doing this, it's probably like I started stream on Twitch first, and then this, so it's probably a couple seconds behind and stuff. So, yeah, it's almost been 2 hours. But I mean, I can literally, yeah, you've been here the whole time. I appreciate it. But I can literally be doing this the whole time, just be talking. And half the time I shut myself up because we be playing games, or most of the time we're playing horror games. And if I don't shut up, I'm gonna die. Or if I don't shut up and I'm not paying attention, I'm gonna like crash a car. There are videos on this channel right now of me playing the Fears of Fathom games. I don't know where they are. I think in the section where I played like 3 scary games and I end up playing something. I have to check them, because another one of the viewers on the Twitch side was looking and was like, "Hey, yo, like you played the Fears of Fathom games?" I was like, "Yes, I did," but the only one I found was Ironbark. And I also now realize that I don't think I posted the last Fear of the Fathom game, but I did end up posting the Road of Fear one that they made. So I have no idea. I really have no idea. I have no clue. So it's just like I have to check if I did, and if I didn't, like I don't want to replay them again and then just like have it posted or something like that. Unless I do some sort of challenge where I try not to scream in it, because regardless, I know I've played them. And I'm pretty sure I can recall it. So I probably won't scream, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, hey, I ain't no bitch, but bitch be me. I'm playing these scare games. And I be hey, the jump scares is crazy. I need to make a jump scare compilation. Like them jump scares is like I got jump scares so bad. One of my pinky, like I hit my pinky under my desk, like my little pinky toe, and it was bleeding and all that. Man, and that was during one of the Fear of Fathom games. I think that was the one. It was I know the clip is on my channel. Shit, the clips are on my channel. They may be further down, but the clips are on my channel. The short clips and stuff like that. But oof, that beginning of this year, what was it? A minty. Shit, crazy, insane. Freaking Egyptian game had me scared off my ass. I ain't gonna lie. Had my table shaking. I ain't got a big table. I got all this stuff on this table. I got a big table. Had me looking stupid. All right, I'm just saying. Some of these games, you know what I'm saying? I look, maybe I should do that. Have a try not to scream challenge. Try my best. My heart might implode. It might pop on stream. I'm just saying. This shit is crazy. I'm talking like I shirt up my back. I'm already a brown man. Brown dookie. Soon as I stand up, my chair is red, so you gonna know. You gonna know. Like I'm telling you, you gonna know. I'm gonna get up, tuck my hold up. I gotta go. People, ooh, what's that? Oh, I'm sorry. That's why I gotta go. Gotta get the Windex. That's not even used to clean it up. That's for mirrors. That's crazy. I don't even know. Okay, so like, yeah, like you know, I be yapping. I be yapping, and I could yap like this forever. And right now, I'm just randomly yapping about random things. Imagine if it's something I care about, or a topic at hand that I understood or like curious about. Oh, then you have to tell, like I tell my people, like if I'm talking to them, just tell me to shut the fuck up. Just tell me to shut up, like please, because I'll be feeling bad. I don't want to be interrupted and everything, but I just be talking. I just be getting everything out. Autism and ADHD together go burr, and I be having whole storybooks worth of information, and I have no regrets. I will sit there and talk your head off at all. Amen. But you do what you do. You have to leave and take a shower and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. But I hope you get good views and enjoy yourself. Absolutely. I'm about to end stream now because I'm looking at the time, and typically it's past the time I normally stream. So yeah, I guess I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna wrap this up because I just be talking. I really do just be talking. I never had a stream in a long time where I was just talking. I don't know. Probably should just stop it. Just stop things, you know? And it's okay to stop things. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just basking in this moment. I'm basking in the moment that I've succeeded in something that not only I procrastinated in, but I thought was very difficult, and I finally figured it out. Figured it out. Used a video, and it was very helpful. And now I have access to another piece of media to show people who I am. See you next time I go. I finally figured out what that is. I'm not like old or nothing, but it's just like legit. I was just like, why is people saying that? And then like I finally got it. It took me like it was a month ago when I figured it out. The fact that you just said that, that makes me feel good. That makes me feel good. I appreciate that. You have a good rest of your night. And tomorrow, probably around the same time of 10:30 Eastern time, for that matter, we will be playing a scary game. And prepare to be scared. With that, I'm going to go ahead and end stream on this success and on this good feeling. So, everyone, have a good night. And thanks to everybody that came up, some of the newer people that end up talking. and even some of the lurkers that were in YouTube, because the saw keeps going up. Like it's like concurrent views were going up and stuff like that. Now Mr. T was the only one speaking, but that's okay. That's okay. Um, we're gonna get good at this. We're gonna get good at this, and it's gonna be a good time, y'all. W talk session. I probably should have more of these. Probably should have more of these, more drawing sessions. I know, y'all are talking about those. I know y'all are talking about those. And I do need to do so. I do need to have a little bit more drawing sessions. I'm gonna practice having these little talk sessions, little yap sessions. Some people call them. It felt good. It felt good to talk about anything. Um, but I mean, it's practice. It's practice. So, with that being said, first stream on YouTube in like a year, like a hiatus, if anything. I was just on another planet, another platform. But YouTube, I'm coming for you. And just know it's gonna be good. Because I gotta go and I gotta make it. I gotta make it happen. So all my little silly things in my head, even something like a house for all my friends to just go to if they ever feel that they need a break. I feel like that power's in my hands and I don't know how to do it and I don't know how to use it, but I can have it if I figure it out. And I will. So until then, as always, and I gotta figure out how to end on both of these actually. Because I haven't thought about that. Okay, so yeah, okay, I gotta figure it out. So I gotta do it too. Okay, so if anything, y'all stay fried, watch that pride, and y'all have a great